Hey everyone, Samurai Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 9th episode of the 2nd season of Shadow's House. And last episode we had more of that Kate investigation stuff and council meetings and stuff like that to try to figure out what's going on. And by the end of the episode we got the full-on reveal of our mysterious shadow robe figure. I was going to say shadowy figure, but technically we have a lot of shadowy characters in the show. Mysterious robed figure. And it turned out to be Mary Rose, right? Which, not the biggest shock in the world, but I'm glad we finally got our answer, like, for sure, concretely. And hopefully that scene's not over yet and we can get some more conversation out of her, learn more about what's going on up top, what's driving her actions and all that. So, yeah, let's jump on in and check it out. 3, 2, 1, go. I did get more water before this recording, so I have plenty. Well, volume's pretty low for some reason, though. There you go. Doesn't affect you, but it affects me. They mentioned goodnight kiss in the opening, but we don't actually see one. It's quite upsetting. We get a very nice hug, but it's still not a kiss. Honestly, more openings should have Eureka kisses, just in general. But this has pretty much everything else. Hugging, hand-holding, running in a field together. So I can't knock it too much. Okay, so we are still here. Yeah, the last lessons. Okay. Was that to make herself look taller? Okay. Okay. Okay, this girl. Mary Rose. I bet. That would be pretty useful. Okay. I wouldn't call that a hint exactly. Uh, she must have, yeah. Yeah, how could you treat her like that? I mean, I know you don't see them as really people, but... Okay, we can have her chime in, I guess. If she really feels well enough to be walking around. Okay. That doesn't sound great. Oh, okay. Maybe it's like a terminal illness or something. But yeah. So I've heard. Did they not know that? I mean... becoming one, yeah. Like in the opening. The lyrics. It's more than I can do. Yeah, just steps on it. Oh god, that looks so terrifying. Still. Yeah. Isn't that how it always goes? Those dreaded invitations. Oh god, I don't want to watch this. I guess it makes more sense with all this context, but... But yeah, the traps. I feel like we've seen that before. Traps in the house. But yeah, not gonna be able to get out so easily. Ah. Okay, yeah. That's a bit of a problem. How do people get inside then? Imagine having a front entrance that's just for show. Yeah. Man, she's almost like an anime protagonist all of a sudden. There's quite a shift from being a mysterious robed figure. Kate's been doing well. Anyone can do it. Yeah. Not too different than what you would do, I'm sure. You can't just yeah. Miliko is her own person and that should be respected and protected. I mean, she has so much personality. Hug? Uh-huh. So we are really gonna have to say goodbye to those two. Okay. That took a turn. Well, I suddenly feel less bad for you all of a sudden. Could just asked us not to. This is a real problem. Okay, and I also got an episode title drop there, I think. It's a lot of them to just punch away. It was such a sweet hug, too. How could they ruin it like that? Yeah, because she's not as old as you were. John looks like he's choking, whereas Amelia could look like she's a zombie. Is it going to be blocked, or... Okay. Yeah, here's what we got. Good thing those things had water in them. Yeah, that wouldn't change. She made the leap behind Emilico and Sean. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there was truth there, but... Yeah. When you're this desperate, you know. Your back's up against the wall. That's an interesting idea. You just got all that experience. Not the most creative name I've ever heard. Okay. That is terrifying. John really does serve his role as comic relief pretty well. If I had to do the John punch, or... Oh, there's a brook. There's a bridge there. I didn't see that. What was a gap there, at least? Right. I mean, it seemed to work pretty well. Get wrecked, Mari Rose. Oh, she just threw it at us? Oh, that is really bad. That might have been too mean. Okay, that did not go as bad as I thought it would. Tell him, John. Is this her trying to give you experience? Oh, wow, I didn't think about that, but Yeah, let's try not to release more suit than we need to. Did he just launch a ball, shadow ball? It's not even a punch. That's... Yeah, but you're just giving him more ammo to work with. It looks really cool, though, but... That's a real problem for us. As you can hear, there's a leak soot back there. It's like an enemy that sucks up your energy and fights with it. Oh my god. Oh god, the eyes popped up. We are in trouble. Just steps in it, I guess. Doesn't care. Yeah. Kate can't carry you and run away from that thing, so you're gonna have to... Man, that makes you wonder how this is all gonna end. Need more water. Yeah, what do you do against that? I mean, some shows you would overload them and they'd blow up, but... Yeah. Probably a pretty big one. So can we just like make a big soot bridge and escape the house? Is that a thing we can do? The fine mustache you have there, sir. We're translating Kun as young, really. Someone get this man a pirate hat or something. Former warden. Just to make you mad. Yeah, you wouldn't want that, would you? Is that their like serious face when they go all shadowy? I mean, the real privilege would be, you know, just leaving the house, not going higher up in it. Lower than expected, he says. That is one interpretation, yeah. It's quite a theory. Box of completion. So that's how it's done. Yes, I got it. That does not look like a fun box. Am I looking at a shadow cocoon or... So what are the chances of success with that thing? That process? Oh! Jesus, that is absolutely horrifying. Good God. And that's what they end off the episode with, too. Oh, God, okay. Yeah, let's leave this house if we can. But yeah, honestly, Mary Rose being in the ED should have been a bigger hint to me than it was, that she was pretty important to the season. The flower sink definitely could imply some death in this season. Okay. The value of friends, you know, if you choose to translate Nakama, which, you know. But yeah, that was the 9th episode of the 2nd season of Shadow's House. And this was definitely an action-packed one, I would say. We did get more context on Mary Rose and her actions and the reasoning behind them and stuff like that. Because she pretty much knows the truth of the house, right? And if you know the truth of the house, there's a good chance you're going to want to leave the house, right? So that is kind of what she's been, her driving force. And leaving the house is not too easy because there's like the one front entrance, which is not actually a front entrance. I think there's like a cliff outside of it. But like I said, couldn't you just like make a soot bridge or something? Or a soot airplane? Or, I don't know, maybe build a real airplane? There's some smart research people in this place, right? I don't know. But there's got to be some way to escape, right? But yeah, so we got that from Mary Rose, I almost call her Mary Kate, which is, you know, because we do have Mary, we have a Kate. But yeah, we got all that out of there. So when she says all that, she makes herself a bit more sympathetic, and then she freaking attacks us, right? We had this nice moment with the hug and everything, and just suddenly scorches shoved down their throats. Like, it was messed up. It was really messed up. And then John and Kate had to run out of there while being chased by scorches, and most of these scorches are made by Kate's own soot, which makes it even more messed up, right? Because that's how she rolls. She doesn't have a lot of soot herself, but she can, like, control scorches, use other people's soot to make scorches. I guess it's a very deadly ability for sure. But yeah, the decent chunk of this episode was essentially a chase scene, which is a cool chance to get to see the house and environments and all that. The aqueduct as well. Even got to see John, like, launch a Hadoken. I don't even know what you want to call that. A soot energy blast, which, you know, Mary Kay blocked in a really cool way. I just love the way it was animated. It just looked great. And then just, yeah, used it herself. Had made just a giant scorch, or phantom, I guess. But, yeah, pretty scary stuff. John, like, exhausts himself, so Kate slows her down. Slows them both. They're slowed down because Kate has to, like, help John move forward, which makes things even worse. Right? I think that was the last bit we saw of them before we cut over to the Edward stuff. Right? Which was interesting because we're talking about him and his, you know, position and all that, but we also talked about Mary Rose herself, and he seems to be pretty aware of what's going on, right? Mary Rose desired to make Kate like her apprentice, sort of, you know, the second generation of rebel, right? Trying to manipulate her scores to prolong being invited as long as she can. Like, he seems to be pretty much aware of all that. We also had a salty guy who I swear looks like a pirate, just needs his hat. He was very salty, but yeah, Edward wants to go to that third floor. That's definitely his thing. Very different than Mary Kate's goal of wanting to get the hell out of there. Definitely. But then we saw the coffin, you know, for the cocoon process, because I knew about the whole shadow living doll combining. I feel like I've done it for a while, but I mean, because the upper people were obviously, they didn't have a shadow next to them; they were just together. So I don't remember exactly when the show told us or implied it, but I mean, it's not a hard thing to figure out knowing what we know. But anyway, pretty much everyone down there, you know, the gang now knows. We got that at least. Anyway, what I was getting at is that we actually get to see how it works. We have a coffin, and they become a cocoon, and if it succeeds, they become, you know, superior class of shadow. I don't remember exactly what he called it, completed shadow. But if it fails, you die, I guess. Just you end up as a just terrible looking corpse, basically, and they actually showed it too, and it looks so horrible. Like, it looks like a fate worse than death. Like, yeah, because it didn't go into too much detail about like how it feels, the process, especially if the process is not working, how it feels. But I gotta imagine it's like being torn apart from the inside out. Like, it's gotta be pretty horrible just looking at the aftermath of the. Yeah, that's pretty horrible. I think he said it takes like 1 or 2 weeks, I think he said, but yeah, I mean, it pretty much is going to be up to Kate to lead the people to out of here, right? Like, be the rebel that can do what Mary Rose couldn't. That's kind of the role that's fallen upon her, so hopefully the next few episodes in the show, she can make some real progress towards that. Just defeating the house and escaping and all that. But, yeah, it was a good episode, so thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.